Hello, let's disable restore tabs pop-up using the preferences file. Go to app data and then navigate to the local folder. Then you go to the Google folder and then go Chrome user data, and then you can see here there is defaults folder. So just press P button until you see the preferences. Now open the JSON formatter URL and copy the data from preferences and paste it to the JSON formatter URL. Now change the view to the tree so that we can have a better view on the JSON properties. We will be working with the profile property, and under which we have an exit type property. So basically, when the exit type is set as crashed, then only the restore pop-ups will appear. So let's just do it practically and see the result. I have changed it to crashed, and now I open the Chrome, and as you can see, the restore apps pop-up has appeared. Okay, let's go ahead and automate it on the UiPath. So we will be creating a library so that we can make it a reusable component across all of our web automations, as we basically use the browsers and we keep seeing this restore tabs pop up, and most of the time we see the jobs getting faulted due to this pop-up. So let's first create a sequence and name it as you like. Now open the activities panel and grab the get environment folder, and from the drop down choose the local application data, and let's assign the output to some variable. Okay, now let's grab an assign activity so that we can store the exact path of the preferences file to a particular variable. Let's simply concatenate the environment folder variable and the path from our file explorer. Copy from the local till end and paste it. Let's also concatenate preferences string so that we can have the exact path. Now we can simply read the text file using this activity and pass in the preferences path and save the output to the variable. Okay, now we have the whole data in string, but we need to make it in a JSON format. So let's install the web API packages. Once it is installed, grab the tserial as JSON activity and pass in the string variable. Let's create a new variable for storing the JSON object. Now let's check what is the current value or how we can access the property value from the preferences object. So we simply need to pass in the property name as it is mentioned in the preferences file. So as I said earlier, we will be working exit type which is present under the profile property, and we need to convert it to the string data type. Let's check again whether we have done it correctly. We have profile and under which we have exit underscore type. Now we can simply test our code to check what is the current value stored in the exit type property. As you can see, currently it is in crashed state, and crashed means that we will see the restore tabs pop up appear in the Chrome browser. So let's use an if condition so that we can check if the exit type is not set as normal. If it is not normal, then we need to make it normal. So we will simply use the dot contains method and check whether it is normal, and we need to do it in opposite. So we will pass on the not condition. If this condition is true, then we need to assign the normal string value to the exit type property. So we can simply do it using assign activity. Now let's also create a flag variable so that we can check whether there is any need to override the preferences file, and we can simply use it to check whether any changes have been made to the preferences object. So let's create the boolean object and declare it as false at the very top of this code, and then inside the if condition, after we assign the normal value, we can simply set the flag variable as true. Now if the flag variable is true, that means that the preferences file need to be overwritten. So we can again use an if condition. So we will simply check if the flag variable is true, then that means a change has been done to the preferences object and we need to overwrite the preferences file, and we can do that using write text file activity. And before we write, we need to convert our JSON object to a string, and we can do that using the JSON convert dot serialize object. So it is JSON convert dot serialize object, and we simply pass on the preferences object variable. Then we just need to pass in the string and the path where we need to write the preferences file, and we are done. Now let's test run our code. Also, I am using more than one profile in my Chrome, so I need to change the preferences file path to that particular folder. Now I have ran it, and currently the Chrome process was not killed, so the value was correct, which is normal. Now let's kill the Chrome process and then we run our code again. Now you see, once the Chrome process was killed, we saw the restore tabs pop up. Let me navigate to the profile 1 folder so that I can work with the correct preferences file for my Chrome. Now I will simply change the exit type value to crashed, and then I will run the code again. Now let's open Chrome, and as you can see, we did not have the restore pop-ups even though we changed the value to crashed. Now let's kill the Chrome process and again we run the code. As you saw, the value was crashed and the bot has changed the value to normal, and the restore tabs pop-up also disappeared. So this is how we can automate the preferences file. Thank you.